What's up, everyone? Sean here. So I have a new coworker at my job, and I work in the mental health field. I do some social work, I guess you could say, some counseling, some vocational rehabilitation, so a few different things. But anyway, I help people out. That's what I do for my job. I help people out. We have a new staff who started, and what I do with new staff, I don't like creep them out and follow them around and bother them, but after I get to know them just a little bit, I for example, today was like, hey, so I think I can blow your mind. Um, and I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can, but we'll see. And then I asked her about her familiarity with Berenstain Bears, and she wasn't like super familiar, but um, I asked her, and she did have familiarity. She grew up with that, so I said, are you familiar with the spelling? And she kind of chuckled. She said, I'm not really a good speller. And I understood. So I wrote it. I wrote the Berenstain Bears out, and I showed her. I was like, does that look pretty good? And I circled the steam, the second half of the Berenstain, and said, does that look right? She's like, yeah. Then I wrote, and I said, well, that doesn't exist. It's gone. It's not. There is no Berenstain Bears. There's none of that. It doesn't exist. I gave her an example about looking on eBay, and you'll find a bunch of listings for Berenstain Bears merchandise. And a lot of times the people will type in Berenstain, but the actual thumbnail, the actual picture of the item they're selling, it's always Berenstain. Every time, always. So anyway, so I told her about the Berenstain, and that threw her off a little bit. And then I gave her one more, and it was the mirror, mirror on the wall, changing the magic mirror on the wall. I mean, she was just couldn't believe it. So she said, "Well, why is that?" Or after I explained to her, it's not like the movie changed. Like it actually has always been that way in this reality. So she asked me, "Well, why? Why is that? How is that possible? Why did that happen?" So I did not have the time to really get too much into it, but I cut it short. Basically said, "Well, you're actually literally on a different planet, a different Earth, a different reality. It's not what you remember from before." So anyway, I'm gonna let that simmer for a while, and I'm not gonna bug her about it. She can come back to me with questions or comments or ask for more examples, or she'll do some research herself. But yeah, you guys out there, the Mandela effect is a good way to help open people's minds to a bigger version of reality. And yeah, I can't wait to ask her how many people she remembers in the JFK car when he was assassinated. Because virtually no one says six. All right, guys.